What up, everybody? Back with my second video here. Just finished doing my Western movie update, and now I'm gonna do my movie review of a movie that I watched last night. It's one of my favorite films to watch. It's kind of hard to class what movie this genre, what genre this movie falls into exactly. I mean, you could look at it as being like an action movie. You can look at it as being a sci-fi movie. You can look at it being kind of a horror movie as well. But without further ado, let's just get right into it. That movie I'm going to talk about right now is John Carpenter's Escape from New York. This is one of my favorite movies to watch. I mean, just on sheer entertainment, it's just a. I mean, I pretty much watch anything that has John Carpenter's name attached to it. But this movie here, for some reason, along with The Thing, I can watch on repeat viewings like it's nobody's business. Exactly. I mean, I can watch this movie to death until the DVD didn't play anymore. I could probably watch it. And if you notice here, this is the collector's set. Just pull this out here. I'll show you guys. It's the okay, that's a shot of New York, and then when it opens up, there's the two discs, the movie and special features, respectively. There's also a let's see here, to start this out. Let me get it out here. There's a comic chronicles. I think I haven't looked at this in a while. I think it chronicles what happens to Snake after he after the end of the movie. It chronicles where he goes after he leaves New York prison. But anyway, let's talk about the movie. Escape from New York. As a star, written and directed by John Carpenter and Nick Castle. It stars Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken. Also co-stars Lee Van Cleef, um, Tom Atkins, Ernest Borgnine. Also, who else? Harry Dean Stanton. Um, Kurt Russell's first wife, which also makes an appearance in the movie, and also my favorite, and probably a lot of other people's favorites, Adrian Barbeau is also in the movie, along with the man himself. A lot might know him better as Chef, who did the voice of Chef on South Park, Isaac Hayes. He plays the bad guy in the movie. But so that's just to run down the cast. The plot of the movie is basically this here. Oh no, how could I forget Donald Pleasance as the president? I don't know how I forgot that. Donald Pleasance, Dr. Loomis, plays the president of the United States. Anyway, the plot of the movie is that the president on Air Force One is flying over the New York, which has been converted into a maximum security prison. It's never explained how exactly that came about, but it's just that New York has been made into a maximum security prison, and Air Force One is flying over, but I guess it's going back to Washington or whatever. But anyway, it's hijacked by terrorists, a woman terrorist at that, and she flies. She's gonna crash the plane into I think it's one of the towers, which is kind of I don't know. But anyway, now you're gonna go into that. But anyway, back to the plot of the movie. She's gonna crash the plane into the city and everything, like killing the president and all of his staff on board. And there's a so they're like, okay, well, Mr. President, we're gonna get you off board, so you get into this pod thing that's on Air Force One. It's like a escape pod that the president gets in, along with this briefcase that contains some information and everything like that. And they, shoots the pod out, and it lands in the city, and the plane crashes and destroys everyone on board is killed. So Lee Van Cleef, who is like, he runs the prison and everything like that. So they're trying to plan a way to, you know, go in and get the president out. And they go in, full force or whatever. And this guy kind of weird looking guy too. He tells Van Cleef that if you touch me, the president is dead. If you won't leave in 30 seconds, the president is dead. Don't want to do demands, just leave us alone because we have the president. No matter what you say, we're not giving him up. So Lee Van Cleef orders everybody out, and at the same time, Snake Plissken, Kurt Russell, has been captured and is being brought to New York to be put inside. Now, it is also known that Kurt Russell, his characters, that Snake Plissken has been, I think, like a war veteran or something like that. I think it was at some point. So they decided to say, well, Snake, we'll let you, we'll let you go if you go in and get the president and bring him out alive. So they do, but at the same time, Lee Van Cleef being the shady character that he is in the movie, he puts an incentive intact on make sure that Kurt Russell follows the rules and don't try to escape himself and just leave the president by putting having a doctor put some capsules in his neck that they will dissolve in I think it's 24 hours and they'll explode unless he does what they say and they can safely remove them, everything like that. So he's basically been pinned into a corner where he has to go inside, rescue the president. And once inside, along the way, he meets a couple of different characters. Cabby, played by Ernest Borgnine, does a great. He's kind of comic relief in the movie. He does a great job in the movie. Also, he runs into Harry Dean Stanton, Brain, and Adrian Barbeau, Maggie, and they help him along with trying to find the president. Along with they want their freedom as well if they can get out with him. So the movie is basically that's the general plot of the movie and everything. But I do want to point out one scene in the movie that really used to freak me out as a kid was the scene where Kurt Russell is just resting next to the pod where there's no one around. He's just sitting there resting, trying to gather his thoughts. And in the background, you see this guy. He comes running around. He has this crazy look on his face. Matter of fact, he's the group known as the Crazies. They live down in the subways, but there's one guy. I guess he's the one who kind of is the point man or whatever. He comes up, he looks around, kind of looks around, looking wild eyed or whatever. He and Snake sees him, and he's trying to figure out, okay, what the heck is this guy doing? As he's lifting up one of the manholes. So guy takes off running. The manhole is opened a little bit, so Snake goes and stands over it, and then all of a sudden, you see hands coming up, and Snake realized, okay, something weird is going on here. So as he's kind of drifting to the shadows, you see all these crazies who live way down in the sewers and subways or whatever. As they're coming, it's almost like a Night of the Living Dead zombie type thing because they're basically cannibals. Anyway, looking for food, with meaning other people, basically. And I don't know, just something about that whole scene that's kind of eerie to me. I know John Carpenter, he probably put it in there because of him being a horror icon and everything, so he kind of just put that in there as well. But that scene has always stuck out to me for some reason. It kind of real eerie to me. Um, but anyway, like I say, it's one of those movies, and it holds up over time. I mean, this movie was released in 1981. It's the movie he did between The Fog and The Thing, and it's a very good movie. Didn't really like Escape from L.A. too much. I mean, it is a remake of Escape from New York, and I think they kind of did too much of the same with that. Some of the same stuff is done in that movie that's done in this one. So I highly don't recommend checking out Escape from LA, but I do highly recommend checking out Escape from New York. I highly recommend it. Like I said, John Carpenter at his best. I mean, from the late 70s to the mid 80s, John Carpenter was the man when it came to movies and everything like this. And Escape to New York is one of the ones that you should definitely check out if you haven't seen it. Like I say, so that's Escape from New York. Uh, that's pretty much it. I want to just share my thoughts about it, and hopefully you guys, rate it, comment it, subscribe. Also, like I say, for anyone who's never seen the movie, rent it, buy it, download it, check it. But most importantly, check it out. Actually, I have some movies I need to catch up on right now, so I'm gonna cut this video short, and I will see you guys next time. So, peace.